Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today I'm going to be doing a random troop challenge. There are still two chests we haven't done that with so far, guild chests and VIP chests. So today we are going to be doing on guild chests. Essentially what the random troop challenge is, we just pick whatever, or we just use whatever 4 troops we end up getting, use it in that exact order, and then just change the banner and then try winning with it. So let's see what we get. Half the roles will be Guardians, so there's a pretty good chance that half our teams are going to be Guardians, so it's already proving me wrong right there. So we got the air, the lava. Okay, now it's not going to give us any, is it? Lava elemental, pretty good so far. There's the loyalty. Loyalty is actually a pretty one to get in this instance, mainly because it's really tanky. And honor, not too useful with what we have, but we'll go and roll with it. Oh, humility would have been a lot more useful. But there we go, and let's go use that on a team now. And I write them all down so I will not forget, because that is something that can definitely happen. So we'll get that in. Lava Elemental. This thing's actually not that bad. Definitely one you would never actually build, but for complete randoms, it could have definitely have been worse. A little bit of mana conflict here. Actually, I think we're only using 3 colors. Maybe it isn't as good. But we do have some pretty good first 2 slots, so that might be able to carry us all the way. Banner-wise, we'll likely want to go with a brown-green. Could also go with a brown-red. I actually lean towards a brown-red, just so in case our Barbarius dies, which it probably will, we'll have a lava elemental that can cast as much as it wants. So we'll go brown-red. I don't know if I passed it already, but there we go, right there, and should be good to go. The other banner wouldn't really be able to help us much. Wait, would it? No, never mind. Yeah, it wouldn't. So we'll just stick with a brown-red. And we'll go into it then. See what our 3 trophy is. Oh yeah, it's still Naga week right now, so a lot of people are still using Nagas, which is pretty good because that will make it slightly possible for us to win. And this has Impervious too, Impervious first slot. Not something I personally use that much as an Impervious first slot, but you definitely can. The main problem with trying to use it earlier on in the game of Barbarius is it takes a lot of trait stones to fully trade it. And with the change that's coming to Gloomleaf in the near future, it definitely isn't really worth doing anything with him. So he does have quite a bit of empower. That would be really annoying. He can probably get some kills on us. But we'll just try to accumulate as much mana as we can. We only use 3 different colors, so it is going to be pretty annoying. I think he uses 4, so at least we're both kind of at the similar playing field as far as that is concerned. We do have some board control, which is explosion. Or actually, we have 2 things that can explode, and the other 2 will be able to make gems. So we should be pretty decent in that regard. We can drop for some purples, but we don't use purple right here, so that would kind of be pointless. It doesn't look like we can really get any explosion that would be too particularly good. So I may just try for the skull here, and I really want to get his little bit of mana, but we'd have to hit the browns right there. That'd be our only chance, I believe, to be able to get him up. So I'm just going to go here for the skulls instead. Can we get it? And there goes a little bit of random damage, and no, we do not. And he takes a little bit of mana I wanted. Luckily, he does leave the extra turn just sitting there, and we can even get some green out of it, so not bad. I do give it a little red, but we do have our lava elemental up. It's going to be a good number of damage for us. We do want to make sure the Naga can cast as little as possible. It does do a really huge heal to the entire team, and that can start getting annoying as it does that multiple times in a row. There is an extra turn over here if we really want to go for it. I think I may. To do this right here, that will knock it down to a blue extra turn. We don't need the mana, but at least it preserves our turn. That would be a really bad if we try pressing our luck there. That'll just take a skull in a way that it won't take skulls. We'll just do that. I need to try keeping our Barbarius alive if we can, mainly because he's going to keep hitting it, and it has immunity to that poison. So if we can avoid getting hit by skulls and force it to do another scale guard on it, that would be optimal. Can we skull? No, we cannot, nor can we lower for one. So not too many places we could do this. It is boosting based on the brown, so I might just go for the brown as I was going to do earlier to give it mana. It gives it mana, plus we get the extra little bit of damage at the boost ratio. Pretty solid boost ratio, 2 out of 5 times. That got buffed not too long ago as well. Okay, so we can go for this skull and hope that that burn will stay on it. If it does for 2 more turns, it will just die to the burn. And we should be good there. So that will die, hopefully. Oh, if it cleanses right now, right when it got full mana too, that would be so annoying. Okay, we can take green right there. Almost took it the other way, but we can take it that way. No! No, really? And that was enough damage to kill it too. But that's why I went the brown-red banner, so I had a feeling that would end up dying. And there it is. So now we can easily get all of his mana up. He's not being blocked by anything now, and we should be able to spam it. The only problem is 2 HP. It survived with 2 HP, and that got all of its mana back too because it got the kill. Well, we can kill it now. I don't believe if we hit skulls on this, I don't believe it triggers before. Well, we can test that right now. Let's see. Will this hit the scale guard or her? I believe it hits her, but some abilities have a weird sequence where we'll do it the other way around. We'll do the damage first and then it'll do his ability, but it didn't actually do that. I believe Behemoth is one of the only ones that it kind of does it in that order. Unfortunately, he does not have it, so we just wasted the entire ability to do 2 damage, but it needs to die. Oh, and there it goes, converting all browns to reds. That kind of helps us, kind of don't. We use reds quite a bit, but we also use browns, so it's denying half our mana, but making a color that we need. So they're all essentially just the same, browns and reds, as far as what we would use them for. I do want to try destroying as much alignment as we possibly can right here. So I'm probably going to throw it right here, hitting at quite a few of the browns. This will also hopefully give us something. No, I was hoping for a brown or red right there so we could take it 5 times because it's pretty obvious he would go for it. And oh no, I did actually give it a extra turn, so that was really bad though. Even if there was a 5 times there, this would have been a 5 times for him, not us. Almost about to get loyalty up for the first time this match. Both of those two down there are just like kind of poking at the mana we kept not getting. This will be pretty useful, especially don't you dare kill us. Okay, good. This will be pretty useful since we can actually buff up right now to make sure we don't die. It'll give HP to all of our troops. That'll be really helpful. And okay, so we got quite a good amount of our green. He did just deny it. And the problem with that is I can't really go out of my way to deny the blue because we don't actually use it. I might just need to let it poke us with skulls because the mana is going to be a little bit more important. I do need to make sure he never takes any red though. That's really important because if we do, he's just going to kill us out. And it looks like he is likely going to get some reds. I think this denies all of them. We need it anyway, so we'll do that. Good, we didn't give it a skull, though we didn't get a skull ourselves. Okay, we have to have some kind of good drop here. Doesn't look like it though. I'll probably just do it somewhere down this general area and hope that we can get the skull pair there. I do need to make sure alignment doesn't go though, so I might just do it over here and play it safe. Make sure it doesn't get any red at all, so we'll just do that. We get a double blue. Didn't get either, but we got it burned now, and it doesn't cleanse. All it does is give HP, so that'll be. Oh, it still got some mana out of all that, but we'll throw that down. It is already over 100 HP on both of them, and that completely missed. Luckily that has stone skin, but that's not going to matter because he can one-shot it. Our honor in the back there, gosh, look at how huge that honor is. I didn't think honor would really play much of a role, which he didn't. All he's doing is just sitting there. But he is so tanky right now. We could probably win just off the tankiness of honor. One really good benefit that he has if you happen to have him fully traded, which does take a while, but he does gain 10 to all stats when using him in PvP. And he has basically the highest stats of anything in PvP. He's not the most useful in many teams. You generally just use him if you have something that boosts based on armor, like Guards, Avatar, Paladin, Rowan, really anything that has a really good armor boost ratio. But other than that, yeah, he still has some pretty decent stats. He's extremely tanky. He's basically like a Gorgotha. Even though he has stone skin, the fact that he has so much more HP and armor makes him still durable. And if they're doing casting abilities and stuff like that too, you'll be resistant to that, whereas Gorgotha is a little bit less resistant to that kind of stuff. Okay, so we can technically win just off of spamming these two alone. That is one kind of interesting thing about getting Guardians as our, or doing just the guild keys in general. Because since we get about 50% Guardians, or actually that's exactly what the drop rate is. If you get a little bit less or more, that's just from luck. But since we'll get about 50% Guardians every single time we do something like this, Guardians are pretty good at just spamming between each other. If the enemy team doesn't have anything for skull resistance, you can win just from skull spamming off of Guardians. It's definitely not the most quickest method you can do, And more often than not, in commonly built teams, it's only done with courage, simply because he has so many benefits for using skulls, such as his attack boost and his final trait, which gives bonus whenever you take skulls, 3 attack, 3 HP. But the other guardians are still really good at spamming them, even though they aren't as oriented towards it. The fact that they can all choose skulls is pretty interesting, because prior to Guardians, there wasn't really anything that could do that, except Devoted. Devoted actually was, but Devoted you normally wouldn't use because it only spawns 7, which more often than not will miss, because 7 is not that many of a spawn. Okay, so all we need now is just 2 more skulls. Looks like we are going to get it. Might be able to get it without losing either of the 2 Guardians too, which would be pretty nice if we can get that to go off. And can we get our final skull? Yes, we can. So there we go, down for the count. Filled with the loyalty and honor. Interesting. And we get the 4 event gems, which I already have maxed out this week, so unfortunately I can't use those. But let's try this again. Hopefully we can get something that goes just a little bit quicker. Of course, with random troop challenges, there's no knowing what you'll really get, though we kind of don't. We'll know we'll get like half Guardian, but you know, you don't know exactly what order or anything. Loyalty first slot. That's not too bad. I prefer it not first slot, but oh, Giller, I haven't used her in almost since she was released. She's a really good mech counter. Spirit Fox, not bad. So a little bit of mana conflict there. And oh no, one of the worst dragons in the game. Sumatra. So we'll go and get those in. What else do we get? Oh, we end up getting 2 epics from that. Okay. And since we're here, might as well open all of these. These are just for the sake of opening it. We're already right here anyways. Let's see if we get anything nice. Will we get a mythic from the 50? I highly doubt it. Right now it's basically like opening 25 gem chests. Whenever you have your guild chests maxed, half of them will basically be like gem chests, the other half will just be guardians. So let's see what we get there. Just another one, nothing really too interesting. Though I'm pretty sure I could upgrade some of them to mythics now. Anyways though, let's go into the team. What are we up against here? Is it possible? Ooh, that Great Maul looks very, very scary, especially given what we have. Do we try it? Let's try it. Let's try it. This is gonna be really, really risky though. The only reason I'm trying it right now is because we have a Spirit Fox. If it wasn't for the fact that we have a Spirit Fox right now, I probably wouldn't even... Oh gosh, look at that. We were so close. There's 2 more copies of her and we would have had her at Mythic. Oh well. Let's see. Guillory. I haven't... Wow. She is like ages. One thing that she was used for when she first came out, you would use her to try to steal magic, and then you could just get her stealing so much stats that you would just one-shot by the HP steal. That was something that she was kind of used for, but it was pretty slow. But it was extremely funny. Spirit Fox. Actually, I should just type Fox because I believe that brings it in. And I don't believe... I can't even remember the last time I tried using this dragon. I wish they would rebalance it. It's pretty weak, given that it does really small split damage boosted by nothing, and only a 25% chance to burn everything. You rarely ever see it used. It's also an epic, so it's almost impossible to get the Pyromania. You're normally better off just using something like a Lava Elemental. It's much cheaper, and it's actually stronger, the Lava Elemental that is. So really no need for this troop in its current state. As far as our banner, we do not use brown. As far as going with something though, I kind of just want to go a double purple to rush that Spirit Fox. It is on a nice 3, so that wouldn't really be too useful. A lot of these don't really need a mana. Actually, why go double purple? Let's go double green and try doing a loyalty spam. I think that might be our best bet. As long as we can kill the Great Maul, we should be good, because we can likely out HP a Queen Mab, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see how it goes down. But yeah, whenever you use a Guardian, it is normally a pretty good idea to give it a +2 to its color. This is extremely helpful for getting it to loop, especially if you're using multiple of it, or if you're using multiple of that color on the team. If you're not using either of those 2, you probably don't want to do it, but since we're using 2 greens, it's fine. that we do. Okay, so it's going to get a Mercy cast off, which is going to be helpful to us. It's not only going to give us some mana, it's also, okay, it's not going to do it, but it's going to give us some mana, and it's also going to put more yellows on the board so that we can get a higher boost ratio off of the Spirit Fox, which is true damage. But I mainly need it for the drain that's going to be going off on the Great Maul. And since our banner is green, we'll go for those nice, luscious greens. It'll miss the Mercy. And thank you, Mercy, for playing on our team. Oh, it's a 5 times too. I didn't even notice that. So we'll go for the 5 times. It almost gets her up. I kind of want to get her up before I cast this. So I'm probably just going to do this. Just double checking that nothing will really backfire. We'll have a chance for a skull too. 2 of them actually. Right there and then right there. And oh, and right there we had another one. But it ends up getting it. So unfortunate. Spirit Fox. Won't be able to get an extra turn on red, but we will get some red. I kind of want to go for the skull instead, but I have a feeling that might backfire because it'll give him another turn to get mana. So I'll be giving him brown right there. See, where will you take those browns? I think he gets red out of it. Let's see, that brings it there. And no, he would actually, no, I don't know. I don't think he would help us. We'll just bring that one right there. I don't think we can get away with Spirit Foxing. Oh, he doesn't even go for it. Interesting. Okay, I thought he would go for those browns since he's using her Great Maul. I didn't double check to see what his banner actually is. But we can go for the Spirit Fox, get some red still. That is still fully applicable. We'll get the drain on the Great Maul, make sure it does not get that off, because we will pretty much lose if that does occur. And we did indeed get the red alignment right there, which is what I was hoping for. I didn't know for sure if it would, but it seems like it has. So we'll just go for the skull, and we can just go throw, I guess we can throw his ability. 25% chance to burn. If it does burn, it's pretty good. If it doesn't, then we'd be better off using pretty much anything else. But we'll throw it down. No burn. Okay, so that does extremely, extremely small damage. Ranger can do more damage for cheaper. Ranger in general, you'd mainly want to use as your main split damage early on in the game. Most other split damages, such as Dimitroxia and others, are not normally worth it. Normally just Rowan and Rowan and Ranger, particularly Ranger, are the main 2 that you use earlier in the game. But we'll throw that down, see what we can have. No extra turn? No, but we do get a skull out of it, a little bit of poke. Main concern right now is getting that Queen Mab down, though, because we don't have anything with immunity to the Queen Mab. So she's going to be doing a huge amount of damage to us every single time. And the Agile we have on our Spirit Fox is literally nothing, because it hits, Queen Mab hits everything. So there's no way to actually dodge it. We do have skulls again. The main problem here, though, is Valkyrie's going to get that cast off. I mainly just focus out the Valkyrie. It's giving way, way too many blues to the other 2 troops, Mercy and the Queen Mab. Because once the Valkyrie dies, we won't really have to deal with all these blues that it keeps creating. We'll be able to deny them pretty well. So we'll go for the skull over here. Yeah, I think that's what we're just going to do. Pretty sure I take it. Take it that way in case we need the red there later. And we get 1 of the 2 skulls that he could have gotten. He'll get 1 of them as well. We do have a Spirit Fox that we can throw down. It's not going to be enough damage, nor will that, even if it hits HP. I guess I'll still go for it, though. Yeah, we'll still just go for it. Fill out the Valkyrie just to make sure it never gets any more of that blue for the rest of this battle. It'll only be able to create yellows, and since the order of the team that it placed it in, it won't actually have anything to use that yellow on once we kill the Valkyrie. So we'll go and steal 1 of its stats. What do we get? We get attack. That'll be useful if our loyalty ends up dying, which to the next Queen Mab cast it likely will. It does have no mana, and the Mercy actually just helped us right there by denying all the purple. So all we really have to worry about now is denying all the blues from the board. So we'll take that extra turn right down there. See if we can try getting our Spirit Fox up, or our Loyalty and Spirit Fox, since they're kind of connected. We'll just take these extra turns. A Skull Poke, I guess we'll take since we get yellow out of it. We don't have a +1 yellow set on our banner, though. I was thinking of going a +1 blue, +1 yellow, but we could have even gone to double on that, but then we would have gotten -green, and we kind of need more green more than I thought we'd need the Guillory spamming. Guillory's really only good if you can, well, for one, against Max, of course, since she is a huge mech counter. But other than that, she's only really good if you can get magic steals, and of course that's only a 1 in 4 chance. every single time you cast it, so not always that viable to bother using. Okay, well, our whole team is frozen right now. It'd be cool if we could burn using the whole entire team. We'll take the extra turn right there. We're frozen. I just said our entire team is frozen. The amount of times I've lost to not paying attention to frozen, how many turns I've lost is insane. Okay. The reds, well, wait, hold on. I want to get rid of my mana so we take less damage here. And we steal attack again. That's somewhat useful because the skulls will be pretty much useless. The only problem is the next time she casts, it's probably going to be enough damage. Yeah, you're going to do 28 damage, 27 from that, and an extra from the arcane that will trigger on it. And it'll also do 1 for every mana we have. So if we haven't casted her by then, we're going to take even more damage, which will definitely kill us out. So that's definitely worrisome. We do get a Sculpture right here, which is really, really good. The only problem is Mercy's going to heal it, so we can't even try killing it with the Demostratia right now. So that's not going to work out. I'm probably still going to throw it though. Oh wait, oh! Hello, Freeze. Luckily it has 5 right there, and we still get the skull. But, oh gosh, frozen mechanics. And there we go, taking our free skulls, and we're not frozen this time. And we'll just take our blues. No, okay, we don't get the skull to finish, but we can tap it and then finish it out with the troop I keep saying that is horrible. I guess he's not too horrible because he's actually going to get the final kill. There we go, and pretty much nothing can happen unless it gets like the weirdest cascade ever. And there we go, all of them have finally cleansed off their frozen. A little bit late there since we already kind of won the battle. But there we go. Winning with 2 random troop challenges off of a maxed out guild chest. I may try it with some of the other guild chests too, but it'd basically be the same premise where it would just be built mainly around the Guardian, because you'll of course just get like 1 or 2 Guardians, and most of the other troops will just be like secondary to it. Spirit Fox did help us quite a bit in that. It helped to make sure that the Great Maul didn't really get to do anything to us. But anyways, that will wrap it up for this video. If you guys have any other questions about the game or just anything in general, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.